Go.
Hi, Avacal. This is Donald here with Griffin Eye News again, and we are catching up on interviews we missed yesterday because it was such a busy day. And we decided what better way to celebrate the end of Crown than to have coffee with one of the Laurels of Avacal. We have Adelheid. So you became a Laurel Crown last at Summer Crown?
Yeah, actually, I've earned Asney's crown, so.
So let's start basics here. What is a Laurel?
Laurel is a peer of the society that focuses on arts and sciences and that sphere of what the SCA does.
Okay, and what did you do specifically?
I am a costumer, doing specifically 16th century German costuming.
Nice. So hence the
I am not a baker.
Okay.
It is that's the most common question at demos I get. Are you a cook? No, I am not a cook. This is called a Brusthaut. It is a 16th century traditional headwear for married women.
Okay. So there's some nice, cool arts and science stuff coming up in Avacal here in the next few months that I understand you're involved in.
I am involved in.
So I understand like the known world is coming to Borealis.
The known world is coming to Avacal.
To Avacal, okay.
Borealis just happens to be the lucky host. We are hosting the Known World Costuming and Rapier Symposium on April 17th, 18th, and 19th.
Wait, so like...
In Edmonton, in Borealis, where we have instructors coming from all over the known world, hopefully as far away as Drachenwald, Merritt East, Trimaris, Adenveld, coming to teach in historical costuming and historical fencing.
And when is that?
April 17th to 19th.
Okay, and that's, I think let's cat out of the bag, it's in Borealis?
It is in Borealis in Edmonton, Alberta.
And Borealis also has another kingdom level event, the Evolving Arts and Science coming up too, right?
The very next month.
The very next month, okay.
We are having our local TUA event, now because we've got the Known World event in April, in May, on the May long weekend in Sylvan Lake. We will be hosting the TUA Arts and Sciences Champion and Bardic Champion events, where the new Bardic and Arts and Sciences champions will be selected, and we're focusing on Avacal teaching Avacal.
Okay.
So any Avacalians want to come out and teach or learn stuff from your, countrymen, fellow brethren, whatever we're called, as Avacalians, fellow Scadians. We are doing that event on May long weekend, which I believe is the 14th, 15th, 16th.
Okay, so let's circle back a little bit more to the SCA. I mean, obviously you like it, you're in it, you put a lot of time into it. What got you started? What was like your first sort of like, this is what I want to do?
I LARPed. I LARPed like a lot of other Scadians. I started in LARPing, and there's a lot of crossover between LARPers, and one of my favorite things about LARPing was making the costumes for LARPing. And unlike in Alberta and Saskatchewan and the prairies, the LARPing I did wasn't like orcs with boffer swords. I was in a political LARP, which actually translated really, really well to being in the FCA.
Okay.
Where it was a Dark Ages vampire LARP.
Okay.
And so historical costuming in the Dark Ages, that was a lot of fun, and the politics and intrigue, and that was fun and interesting. SCA does not have the level of backstabbing or backbiting for vampires. Funny. But it was more of a social game than a combat game, and so translated. My roommate was in the SCA. My first event was almost Pensic.
Almost Pensic.
Almost Pensic, but then I moved to Alberta instead, and we just something costuming sounded cool in this whole historical society without the plot line of a vampire LARP. Seemed like a cool thing, and when I moved to Alberta, I joined.
And when was this? How long have you been SCAing?
I've been in the SCA for about 13 years.
13 years?
Yeah.
And you've been costuming the whole time?
I have. My very, very first event was Mountain Guard 12th Night, I think in 2007. I think I joined in 2006. My first event was Mountain Guard 12th Night in 2007, and I had my own homemade costume, German Rang costume at that event.
So you decided on German early. This wasn't
Yeah. I had decided on German very early.
Okay, and what's so great about being German as opposed to being a Viking? Like you Vikings around.
Face.
Oh, sorry. The German is different. When I started doing German, there was one other person doing German, Ren in Avacal. There's still really not many of us that do German Ren regularly in Avacal.
Yeah.
It's different. My family history, my real life family history is German.
Okay.
So my ancestry is German, and it's different. It's not Elizabethan, which is way too much work. It's not French or Spanish, which is also way too much work. And I like doing the mid-class because it's nowhere near as much work as it could be for high-class German either. So
excellent.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts for people of Avacal as to why they should become a laurel? Or?
You know what? I'm gonna change that. What I would like to say is everything we do in society has some aspect of art and sciences in it. It might not get you a laurel. It might not get you an award for arts and sciences. It might not win you a competition. But everything you do, from the fighting tunic you make, to the gorget that you make, to the engraving your Viking bench with all modern tools, to His Majesty's armoring endeavors of making form-fitted plastic, safety equipment for our fighting, is still an arts and sciences in the SCA context. So please don't dismiss all of the efforts of the stuff that we make in the society as it's not really arts and sciences. It absolutely is. It's just not necessarily historical.
So I'm passionate about this.
I am.
No, that's good. I like that.
Arts and sciences needs to be inclusive. Everyone does it, and acknowledging that is the first step of embracing it.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for taking a few minutes with us, Adelheid. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Jeff here with Griffin Eye News at Crown. See you later.